There's a lot of NBA stuff going on, Rob, obviously, as you know. But one of the things we talked to Law Murray, Law said he ain't got no time for this, Rob. He said until something's done, he don't really want to talk about it, talking about the whole Kawhi and the Clippers.
Well, he better get on it because
I know. He covers them, with the investigation going on there. Rob G has more of the details for us.
That's right. It's the gift that keeps on giving unless you're a Clippers fan, right? Because Pablo Torre finds out has just been on a one-man wrecking crew.
He
aimed at Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer.
It's called
aspiration,
and he's willing to do it. A lot of people don't want to do it. You got to dig.
Right.
And so we all know, just a quick recap. I'm going to get all the details. Allegedly, reportedly, when the Los Angeles Clippers got Kawhi Leonard to sign their free agency in 2019, they did so, again, allegedly, by circumventing the NBA salary cap by giving him extra money funneled through this corporation called Aspiration for advertisements that he never really did. Actually, no, never did. Never did at all. Didn't do anything. They said, hey, here's $9 million, here's $2 million, here's $2 million. It's going to offset the money. We'll give you more money to pay for the Clippers than what your contract will state. Well, the investigation, even though Law Murray doesn't want to talk about it, is ongoing. We don't know how deep they're in or what they're doing exactly, but it is ongoing. And today, The Athletic published a long piece about the investigation firm that covers these kind of things. They're the ones who ended up helping get Robert Sarver out in Phoenix. It helped unveil the Jonte Porter gambling situation there. So they've been on top of this stuff for a few years now. According to The Athletic, if it is proven that the Los Angeles Clippers circumvented the NBA salary cap to get Kawhi Leonard extra money to come to their team, there are a number of penalties that could be coming their way. Number one, they could be fined up to $7.5 million. Number two, they could be stripped of future draft picks, which now they have some after trading away James Harden and Ivica Zubac. And last but not least, this I guess would be the biggest penalty of them all. They could void Kawhi Leonard's current contract, making him a free agent, and the Los Angeles Clippers would have no ability to re-sign him or bring him back to L.A. So, guys, if we assume that this investigation leads to what we think it's going to lead to, that is that the Clippers did circumvent the salary cap to get Kawhi Leonard in 2019, what do you think should and would happen?
Well, Rob, I think they're going to have to find a way. If they're going to want to make this a big deal, then they're going to have to void his deal. They're going to have to throw the book. They're going to have to say, you know what? Kawhi Leonard is a Clipper because of said agreement back in the day when he became a Clipper. We're going to have to void that deal. Because if you're trying to really act like you care about it, fines ain't going to do it. Steve Ballmer is one of the richest people, not in America, the world. And saying, hey, $5 million, $7 million fine, that ain't worth it. That ain't going to do nothing because it's worth it. Ultimately, like if a team were to do this, Rob, and let's say, use another team for an example, and I get a championship out of this. Let's say in 2-3 years, somebody did this for Wemby. Hey, Wemby, we'll give you an extra $100 million over a few years because we'll do some commercials, we'll do some ads, and da-da-da-da-da. We'll circumvent the salary cap, find a way to give you $100 million. And then you find us guilty, but you say, hey, we're going to dock you $8 million and a couple picks. Yeah, it's worth it because I got Wemby for the next 7-8 years. So if they really care about this, if it's really a problem that they view it as it is, then they're going to have to throw the book at them. Otherwise, you know what we need? We just need to have the NBA be set up with no salary cap. Major League Soccer or soccer around the world, the Premier Leagues don't have one. You and I just talked about over the last few months, we've talked about how baseball doesn't have one and don't necessarily think they need one. I mean, maybe the NBA should start exploring that. It's a revenue-sharing league, and they might want to just explore that. Hey, what would it look like if we didn't have a salary cap? What would Steph Curry have looked like the last 10 years if he weren't capped at, 30 to 40 to $50 million, 60, whatever it is now? What would LeBron have looked like the last 10, 15 years? Because otherwise, it's absolutely worth the squeeze. That limit is worth the squeeze, Rob, if it's only going to be just a little bit of a fine, and I'm getting a said star player, right? If I'm getting the let's say Cooper Flagg becomes that guy. And all I'm going to get fined is a few $1 million to get Cooper Flagg for a decade. Sign me up. So if they really care, Rob, that's what you do to say you care. Otherwise, wink, wink, they don't care.
Do you know what commissioner you're talking about? Seriously.
Yeah, that's what you're right. You're
okay.
right. I got carried away. I was talking about David Stern.
Yeah, he's gone. I hate to break it to you. He's right. He's long gone.
That's on your boy.
Okay.
That's on your boy.
I can't. Adam Silver is Charmin or a dry dude wipe. I mean, like, really. I'm just.
That's funny. You are literally the at this point, by the way. That's just
I'm the unofficial spokesman. Okay,
you're the official spokesman of Dude White.
Well, I now get it into my conversation now. But you get my point, though, is I don't expect the book to be thrown at them. I don't. It would be.
Do you think, though? They should?
Well, I mean, it just depends because do I think the NBA is as harsh as it is, as Major League Baseball is on players? Like, you know what I mean? No.
Right.
We saw the Astros cheating scandal. Did they take the championship away? Or
still got it? Nobody really got in trouble?
You know, the manager and the GM, they lost their jobs, but nothing else changed. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it. I really can't. Like the death sentence or, oh, my God, Kawhi's got to be a free agent. He can go to any team. He can't play for the Clippers under any circumstance. Here's a $100 million fine. We're going to let other owners know you can't circumvent the cap. You got to make such a harsh penalty, a death sentence, right, in order to get somebody to move. Because you just said it. He's one of the richest people in the world. How much money can you find him where it's going to hurt him? Or he can't find a way of recouping it or some other situation. Or right. Do you know what I mean? So I just – and the commissioner, everything rolls off his back. Like, all right. Hey, the guys don't want to play hard for All-Star. We can't get them to do this. Can't get them to play games during the regular season. We got fans coming paying $400, and the guys don't play. They don't care. Like
David Stern definitely had way more of a, all right now. All right, y'all better figure this out or I'm going to figure it out. He had much more of that tone.
I remember it was like $200,000, and this is like 15 years ago when he fined Pop, when he sent home Tim Duncan.
Parker, Ginobili.
Yeah, you remember that? On a national game against Miami. Stern was hot.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm just saying, I don't see this commissioner doling out some unbelievable penalty to the Clippers. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. If they got the evidence, the goods, it would be hard for me to see or believe some death penalty if that.
No,
if
don't
they
think
really
that.
did it.
Don't think it. I think it's happening. This was me saying this is what's supposed to happen.
Right.
If you're saying this is not what teams should be doing, this is not. You're circumventing the rules. You're circumventing the cap. And also, again, because otherwise, to me, it's absolutely worth it. If I got a chance to get Cooper Flag, and let's use another example. I think it was like $10 million offered to Jason Tatum to do some one-time commercial. Rob, that's crazy.
Right.
Not, hey, here's $1 million, and then you get residuals and all that.
$10 million?
$10 million for one commercial is crazy. But folks just say, what? He did the commercial, whereas Kawhi never did anything for this Aspire brand. So, so that's a way to do it, right? Hey, I can't control his – I pay him $40-50 million a year. I can't control what, Toyota or Kelvin's Pizzeria wants to offer him. It's like NIL, right? Like, oh, hey, Kelvin's Pizzeria wants to give this kid $3 million.
Right, if you really want to do something like that, right. And that's the issue that you have. I get it. And again, the salary cap and people have been circumventing it. You think when people came to certain places and if you think there are no backdoor deals and all kinds of other stuff. And like you said, I could just get sponsors to funnel the money to you because you come to L.A., you have this deal, you have that deal, you have this, you have that. Oh, wow, I've just made an extra
I'll give you the money to give it to him. Let me just use your name.
Exactly. I'm going to buy $15 million in advertising from you and whatever you want to do with it, right?
And just wink, wink. I'd love a certain player if you could, bring him in as an endorser.
As long as you don't put it down on paper, right? I mean, that's really 100%. What it is.
So that's my point. Like either the NBA, if they're going to act like they care, then they got to throw the book, or otherwise just act like you don't care. And I really threw that out there too, Rob. Does the NBA have to have a salary cap at this point? Like what, why? Like, I mean, MLB doesn't. Premier League, so they give those guys stupid money. Hey, Messi, come play with us for $200 million this 1 year.
Yeah, they just
1 year.
They just won't go back. You know, they won't go backwards like that. But I agree with you. I just don't think money is the end all be all. If I have money, the same money, the Lions have had the same money, and I'm talking about the Matt Millen era. You know that.
Yeah,
they had the same salary cap. Everybody had the same money. They couldn't win a playoff game.
Win a playoff, they couldn't even get into playoffs.
But that's how bad it is. You know, if you have a bad GM and you misspend the money or spend it on the wrong players, right? Does it really matter? I don't think so.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.